Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, my returning subscribers, and if you are new, welcome. I'm going to be working in my mini binder today, documenting the faith-based box, and for March, it is called True Love. I know that the Galentines and the Valentines, it's all over, but we're still using this box. We're still documenting the monthly subscription for, did I say March earlier? Sorry, it's February. Oh boy, I'm already in March mode. If you haven't seen the shorts or the video yet, we are already preparing for March. But anyway, this is February that we are working in. I'm not doing this voiceover yet again another time. No. Okay, so yes, we're working through February. So this is week 3. And I'm feeling a little bit more creative this week. If you saw my video last week, I will link it in the eye above. I wasn't feeling too creative, but I put something together. But for this week, I'm pulling on my creative inspiration within. And I'm going to create a 2-pager. So I'm going to trim off a portion of this first page. And I got a little lazy. Yes, I seamed it and then I tore it, but then I still had to come in and trim off those edges because they were looking kind of rough, and that's not what I wanted. I could have just gone to the guillotine, but being lazy, but that's okay. So I envisioned the layout for this little, I don't know, I'll say 3/4 page to have the washi included with the subscription on the edge. And then I went ahead and changed my mind. So it's not this one. This washi here actually is one that I stumbled on in my washi supply. I was looking for actually a washi that I actually had gotten it from Michael's a while ago. So it has like this coffee stain kind of background with the scripting. And I was going for that kind of effect. But when I looked, I saw this one. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll use this instead. It has the print font, but I still feel that it would go better than me using the one with the coffee stain background. And it's in this kind of like a honey color, more brownish color, colored font over the white washi backing. And I thought that went better than the option I was going to first go with. And then you see me here making these rough edges to tear it kind of roughly. That's the look I was going for. But then I realized something after I made all of these tears. It was like, ding, ding, ding. You forgot to do what you wanted to do initially before putting down this washi tape, which was to come in with some Distress Oxide ink. Yes, I am using my antique linen color again. I love it because you can go as light or as deep in the color as you want, and it just looks beautiful. I even got the refill bottle so that when it dries out on the ink pad, I can just refill with some more. Anyway, I'm also using the Candy Apple Red on the bigger sheet. And these are all the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide inks that I'm using. So here we go. I'm going back in with this washi, and this washi is from Lauren Phelps. Is it Design or Lauren Phelps Studio? I'm not sure what it's called, but I got this as a freebie when I went to the Go Wild event last year. So going into my washi supply and finding it, this was a happy surprise. And here I am making those tears again, learning from the last time and making sure that the ends were lifted up a bit. So that's what I'm going to do at the top. And then I'm going to do the same at the bottom. Now, putting down that Distress ink on the back, the antique linen, helps it to pop a little bit more off the page as opposed to the white on white. So I'm glad I did that. And in hindsight, I was thinking that, I could have even gone in with some brown, I forgot what the name of it, but I've got a brown Distress Oxide ink and brushed it onto the edges of those rough cuts, but it's okay. Isn't it always after you do something you say, well, I could have done this and I could have done that. Okay. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. We're moving on. We're moving on past this. So I've got that down, and then now I'm just going to audition some pieces. This is the washi I was talking about that comes in the subscription, and I was thinking to put it on the edge, and then I said, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm not going to use it. So then I start to audition some of the die cut pieces that come in the subscription. And then I said, you know what? I didn't envision it for the front, so let me try this on the back. So I flip that over and I put it to the back, and I like how that looks there. Because for the front, I wanted that wording in the background. I also envisioned some butterflies and some florals. So I'll stick to what I envisioned. So here I'm okay with this beautiful scenery with the table for two and the beautiful window scene in the back. So I'm going to doggy ear the sticker backing and then pull off the rest so it stays in position. So I'm going to do the same with the balloons, and these images are just so beautiful. I just love them. So I'm going to lay the balloons up at the top, and I'll come back in and do something else once I'm finished with the front, but let's direct our attention back to the front. So I've got these butterflies, and I kept trying to remember where I got these butterflies from, and then I did. I got them from Temu. I'm a Temu affiliate. I guess I can't speak. I am a Temu affiliate. I believe it is in the description if you want to use my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me out when I want to shop at Temu. So I do have that in the description, but I did get these butterflies from Temu, and I just remembered today because I know I used these butterflies in another layout. And it wasn't until today that I remembered that they are actually stickers. They're not cardstock. So there's that. They're on clear sticker paper as well. So that was a happy revelation when I peeled it up. So that love was printed out on a printable, I believe was released in the shop last week, but I printed out the printable in borderless, so it kind of cut off my wording, but you see me try to correct it there with a marker, and then I took the butterfly and tried to hide the end of the V, thinking that it was still not showing too good. But looking at it now, you really couldn't tell, but it's okay. I like the way it overlaps. So I'm laying down some of the black butterflies to offset some of the red and the tans going on in the page, and then I'm going to come in with the red roses as well to bring out some more red on all of the tanned color in the background. So I switch up and put the stemmed rose at the top and the bud and the bottom. And then I'm going to do some other things on here because it just seems like if there's so much space at the top there. And then I'm still trying to use that washi. And then when I look at it and I'm like, no, it just doesn't look good. So we put that off to the side. And you'll see me try to audition it again. You'll see me try to do it again. So I pull out this Amber Plans Her Day Bible Journaling Basics Volume 2. And I remembered that she had some of these like little embellishment, these crosses. So I'm scattering them about on the page. And once they're down, because I tried to maneuver some of them and it didn't work out. But then in the end, I realized that, yeah, I could have torn the page and just gone back in with the ink, but that was like realizing it the last minute. So I scatter these about on the page, and then I pulled in also the volume 1. So that's what I'm getting, some of those like little black lines. So I'm going in between with the black lines and some with the crosses. And then I'm still looking at some of the blank spots, and I'm feeling like there's something else that needs to go in at the top. And you're going to see me go through back into the Amber Plans Her Day Bible Journaling Basics, and I'm in the volume 2, and I come across this sticker because I already used my own sticker from the subscription that said love is patient, love is kind. So I'm going to pull this one up, and I'm just going to split up the phrase and lay it on the page. Now, after I laid it down, it's like, why did you put the big piece up there? You could have put them both at the top. And then that's when I started to peel, and I was like, I'm tearing the page, leave it. And then I decided to put this one on the bottom, but that's not how I wanted to go. I wanted them both to be higher up, and I just settled for leaving them there. And then the thought came to me afterwards that, you know what, just peel up one of the black designs, and you can just color over the piece of the page that's exposed. Go back in with the distress ink. And it was like after the fact that I realized this. So you're going to see me coming with the brush. I'm going to color that back in. And it's like, I could have done that with Love is Patient. But anyway, it's fine. I'm going to put another rose. And then I'm going to go back into the volume 1 and pull one of those line designs. And I'm going to be done. Finally done fussing with the first side. Whew. All right, here we are on the back side of this. So I'm going to pull out one of the stickers from the sticker sheets, one of the stickers that has the wording from 1 Corinthians 13. And it says, love keeps no records of wrongs. So I put it on the page, and then it just looked like it was blending in too much with, well, not blending in enough. So that's when I went in with the brush that had the residue of the distress ink, and I just made it blend in a little bit more. Now we can direct our attention to page 2. So I'm just seeing how the top page will look with the back page peeking behind it, and if I was okay with putting down this gazebo scenery, and I am. Doggy earing the sticker backing, and then pulling off the rest so that I can get it laid down in the position that I want. And then I'm going to lay down this girl here. By the way, her name is Dahlia, and she is available in the shop starting today as a sticker sheet. So you can purchase her and all of the other dolls that are included in the monthly as individual sticker sheets. Okay, so I had a little hiccup with Dahlia. Another sticker had gotten caught on the portion of her dress, so that's why you see me coming in with two different color pinks of the mild liner to kind of fill in those white spots where the coloring was peeled up. So I'm just creating a little cozy situation with her where she's got her teacup in front of her. She's having her time with God. She's just having time just basking in his presence. And then she's got her slippers off to the side. She's relaxed. So I wanted to write the verse for today, which is Deuteronomy 7 and 9. But I wanted to do it in a, that kind of scripting that you would see on the washi, which is kind of the font that I was looking for the front page. So I decided to write it myself. So I wrote out in script Deuteronomy 7 and 9, and I wrote it out in this kind of loose script, and I love how it turned out. I'm going to do this more often. So I love how it turned out because I wanted to have that kind of elegant look in the script, and it worked out great. And Deuteronomy 7 and 9 says, "Know that the Lord your God is God, the faithful God who keeps his gracious covenant, loyalty for 1,000 generations with those who love him and keep his commandments." That is Deuteronomy 7 and 9 in the CSB, Christian Standard Bible Version. Look at that. I can't even believe that's my handwriting. So I put a little flourishes at the end of some of the words that I wrote, and I'm coming back in to do the same. And I just love how that turned out. So I'm going to remember that I can do this the next time I'm looking for some fancy washi with scripting. Just write out the verse and write it very loosely and just take your time. So here I'm auditioning at the top. Something is needed at the top and I'm going in with the balloon, and then I say, no, I don't want the balloon. So I'm going to come back in with this I Love You that was pulled out of, I can't remember which printable. Either it was there were a couple printables. There was a freebie for the Facebook group, and then there was the one that was released last week. So I'm not sure which printable this came from, but I'm going to use that I Love You. And then I'm going to go back into Amber Plans Her Day, Bible Journaling Basics, Volume 2. And I'm going to look for, well, I had already used God, but I'm going to pull Abba from one of the pages because I use God on another layout. So it's on the page that has all the different names of God. And I'm going to use Abba and put it right under I Love You so that it says, I love you, Abba. And then now I can pull in those red butterflies, which just look great in the position that I have them on the page. So here I am, I'm looking for the page that has all the names of God, and there goes Abba. So I can pull that up, I can lay that down along with the butterflies and just put them into place, and my layout is done. I know this seemed a little bit tedious and a little bit long, and I did plan to talk through this video because, as you can see, the video is not really too sped up, but there was so much noise in the background. There's some construction going on in the apartment adjacent to mine, so that's why I opted for the voiceover. But again, my layout is done. I love how this turned out. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know which one of the two pages is your favorite one. And I'm going to do a slow flip through so that you can see all that I have completed in this process. Of course, I had to repunch the holes because I covered it up a bit and it got stuck because one of those clear stickers was very, very thick. So I had to do some surgery to my page, and I got everything together. We're back on track. And now we can go ahead and get this put back into the binder. So yes. Oh, I forgot I had done this as well. I did find that brown distress ink, and I decided to put it on the edge of the first page to give it a little more interest, so it just didn't blend out. But there was some delineation between that and the second page. You can see that brown just peek out at the edge just a little bit, and then I went over it a little bit with the washi, and that was a last minute thought, but I'm glad that I went with that. So I put that on the edge, and then I brush it over certain parts of the washi just to give it a little pop. And I'm glad I did that. Totally forgot that I had done that. But then now I can call my layout done. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And again, like I said, if you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, comment below. Let me know which one of these pages is your favorite one. I think page 2 is my favorite. I just love that whole serene scenery where she's just sitting and she is just looking like she is just soaking in the presence of God with that gazebo in the background and everything, and the writing. I love how it turned out. Well, the back of page 1 too. I don't know. Just let me know below. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be blessed. Bye-bye.